Turkey call day.
Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, everyone. It's the Notorious Glorious V, and I'm with my main man, Dex the Algocapitalist, and the guy who just goes by the name of Frank.
It's so anticlimactic when you say that.
It is, man. What should we
And
call
I'm
you?
I'm
Air
supposed to,
Frank? Furious Frank?
the last thing Frank is
Ferocious
anticlimactic.
Frank? Ferocious Frank. Yeah, Ferocious Frank is here, folks.
All right, man. I'll take it.
There you go. We'll take it. We'll go with it. Ferocious Frank is in the house. He is the man. He's the glue. He is the crazy glue that holds it all together. Again, guys, this is the 10-minute, the daily 10. The daily 10 is here. So Dex, give us the daily 10, man. Give 10 minutes, brother. Go for it.
I can say anything I want.
Anything you want.
As long as
It's supposed to be a market snapshot. What's going on in the markets today?
But we know how Dex fly off the handle and start talking about space aliens. And stuff.
I mean, we literally started talking about Reformed theology on our last broadcast 5 minutes ago. So anything could happen.
Yeah, you never know. You never know what's going to come out of my mouth. All right, basically, here's what we got set up. Right now, the Dow Jones futures is up almost 400 points at 380 points. And this is on the back of the Fed Chairman Powell saying that basically he's prepared to do whatever it takes to keep the stock market rally going. So the market likes that. It's trying to recover. However, keep in mind that the market is still in a correction. So I don't know how much this is going to do to stop that. This rally might get sold. Yesterday, the NASDAQ 100 was down pretty hard. Right now, it's up 138 points on the NASDAQ 100 futures. S&P futures is up almost 40 points. And the Russell is up over 24 points right now, but still trading below 1,500 at psychological level. That as long as the Russell stays below 1,500, that is a psychological bear market situation going. The dollar has really fallen off of the high 98 handle. We got down to 96.99 this morning. Currently, we're at 97.27, up 13. That's still strong. I mean, I don't want anybody to get it twisted and think the dollar's topped out. I still think we're going to hit par here. So definitely, be on guard for that. The euro is still hanging on at the 112 handle, and the pound at the 126.85. It did get as high as 127.15 before pulling back. So it's up 9 pips right now. Bitcoin has really taken the stock market rally badly. It's down almost $700. We did hit the 77.55 low this morning on the futures. Right now we're at 79.80. And we do have an all-day down negative 2-bar Charlie indication on this one starting. In addition to that, bonds have pulled back today, down over a full point at 153 and 16/30. We did get down to 153.13, which means we're only 3 ticks off the low of the session, but 153 is still strong. Anything over 150 on these bonds is still a pretty strong bullish stance right now. Gold has given back about $2 off of yesterday's almost $20 run. We're at 1326. As long as gold stays above 1300 and doesn't close below that, this is a very bullish picture for gold. Silver is still struggling though. Silver is down about a penny and a half right now. It's $14.72.5. And the issue here is that it's still below 15. As long as silver remains below $15, that is a psychological bear camp stance that the market is taking with the silver. Silver needs to get and close and stay above $15 in order to put in a bottom, all right, of which to build from and get back up to $20, $22. It should also be noted that as far as the grain markets are concerned, soybeans is at 882 3/4 right now, up 3 3/4. The reason why I bring up the soybeans is because soybeans trades like crude oil in the S&P 500. When it's really going, it can really go. So you want to keep your eye on that. If the beans get back above $9, that's going to be a bullish stance, and the market could go parabolic depending on soil conditions and what things look like weather-wise going into the summer. And last but not least, looking at crude oil right now, Oil is at $53.57.5, up about 32.5 cents right now. The $50 a barrel is still, by all indications, expensive. Remember, I come from the school when crude oil was $15 a barrel and stayed between $15 and $25 a barrel. All right, so that was the old school normal range for crude oil. Now it seems like we're trading between the $40 and $50 handle is the new norm. That's the new normal. So being where it is right now, I would call this, normal. I think we're going to live here for the time being. We're going to be between the high 40s and the high 50s. I think that's the new range that the market has set for itself. So within that $10 flow, 45 to 55, I think is where the market's going to live for the time being. It would take global tensions to increase to cause that oil to shoot up. It's going to need a story, and without a story, I think it's going to remain quiet and stay between 45 and 55 for the time being. And it should also be noted that that hack is still below $40 at $37.68. There was another story that came out that I heard, and it seems like the news has been suppressing it, and I can't remember what it was, but it's something to have to do with some kind of major hack situation that happened. Oh, I remember now. Okay. Over the weekend, I think it was Sunday, a report came out that said that all the social media sites went down at the same time, and how some people were believing that was like the government testing an internet kill switch.
Mm-hmm.
Now, notice how you didn't hear too much talk about that. But that's a big deal. And again, this happened over the weekend. So it's very interesting how the hack did not respond. It's been bearish and pulling back after hitting that $42 high.
Mhm.
And it's been chilling now here in the 30s. It did not respond on Friday, nor did it respond on Monday after the story. So it didn't respond before or after. It's been bearish. It ignored it. So that's telling me that it was not an outside threat, that it was an inside job, that our government is behind it, and or the powers that be
How
got
dare
together. Because hack only moves when it knows of certain malfeasance type things going on behind the scenes. And because it didn't budge, that's telling me that they knew that this was government and or the corporations, the fascist part of our country here, where the corporations act on behest of the government.
Very interesting.
Very good. Frank.
What?
Ferocious Frank. What do we got
Ferocious
going on this
Frank.
week?
Is that happening?
It is happening. It's
Okay.
it's the new name.
Can I be
The
the
name, Ferocious Frank.
M&M of Pulse Wave Trading?
You are the M&M of Pulse Wave Trading.
Which is a low bar since there's really no one competing with me. What? Oh, you want me to talk about what we do?
You talk about what we do and what we got going on this Friday, man.
Yeah, so every Friday we do a webinar. Usually lately we've been doing Pulse Wave Trading for beginners. So we'll see. I'm not sure. We might mix it up this week. I have to see how my meeting with Kung Fu goes tomorrow. So we're really getting close to getting that new website out. So I'm pretty excited.
Yeah,
but Fridays, yeah, we always have our webinar, and they're always a lot of fun. And you can ask Dex questions. You can ask me and V questions. Also, if you head over Pulse Wave Trading YouTube channel, Dex and I just did an hour-long show, or I think our longest live show ever, taking questions about charts. We looked at Bitcoin and Litecoin. We looked at oil. We looked at all kinds of stuff. So we do that every day around 10:30. And so if there's a particular equity or instrument or crypto or whatever you want to look at, Dex is always ready to go and tell you what the pulse waves are saying, and it's really cool. So please head over there, like and subscribe. We appreciate it. But watchustrade.io is where you need to go if you want to be in the room with Dex riding these pulse waves. He's been on fire. I'd say lately, but he's just always kind of on fire. So
I just want him to stop, and I just want him to come out and just admit to the world what pulse waves really is. Folks, there's no such thing as pulse waves. Dex is really a remote viewer. Yeah. That's exactly how this whole thing is done.
Exactly.
Isn't it funny that we could have people be like, we were like, listen, this is an advanced algorithmic system that's been developed for over 20 years.
I don't trust algos.
It's designed to pinch the pockets. It's designed to pick the pockets of high frequency trading computers. It's designed to do that. It's designed to snatch money from them. And people are like, oh, that sounds great. That sounds wonderful. And then somebody else will come on and go like, I am a remote viewer. I see Litecoin moving to $30 million. Oh, I'm going to sign up with that guy.
That's the guy you want.
You can't beat the algos, and you can't, the market's rigged, but I'm going to go listen to the remote viewer.
Exactly.
In the name of God.
But it's
Dex,
sad,
I'm telling you, bro. Remote viewing. Just say you're a remote viewer.
Well, I'll tell you, no, I'll be truthful. The cat's out the bag. You got me. I take the Wall Street Journal, I tack it up to my wall, and
you have your pet cat throw darts at it.
And wherever it lands, that's what we're doing for today,
Oh my goodness.
That's it.
You can't beat the 12 monkeys in the corner.
You really can't.
Never.
It's hilarious.
Somebody asked us too about Deutsche Bank. And I told them it's undergoing some restructuring at the moment. And, we all know they've been involved in a lot of fraud and malfeasance. So I think the powers that be are just deciding what they want to do with that bank, if they're going to unwind it, take away the departments that worked on behalf of the government to do what it was doing with the money laundering and all that stuff. I'm not going to say too much about Deutsche Bank because that is probably the most gangster institution next to JP Morgan and Goldman Sachs.
Wow.
So Frank, what's going on this Friday?
I already talked about it. We're doing a webinar. It's going to be amazing.
All right, good.
Yeah, it's last week we streamed it here. We'll probably do that again. A lot of people joined us. We had a lot of fun. I got to keep saying, I know I've been saying it longer than I hope to, and people probably don't believe me anymore, but it's true. Our pricing is going up once our new website gets launched. So if you get in now, you get grandfathered in at our current one low monthly price to get all 5 pulse wave reports, which are equities, the indices, the futures, the cryptos, the forex. You get all of that now. In the future, you will be paying more to get all of them. So get in now, folks.
Absolutely.
A lot of work goes
trade
into those reports. I have to tell you,
not kidding.
It is the best stock screener that money can buy. Guaranteed.
Indeed.
Seriously, I mean, I can't even stress how much work I've been putting into these things. I've been going to bed in the wee hours of the morning and just stretching myself thin because I want everyone to have the most accurate and up-to-date information as possible at their fingertips. So it is what it is, folks. It is worthy of its price. And the good news is you can actually, all it takes is one trade to cover your cost of subscription.
We had a guy today say he joined yesterday and already covered.
We posted can't make this stuff up. Yeah,
we posted it live on our broadcast. Go over to Pulse Wave Trading. You'll see our last broadcast live on the broadcast. And guy named Frank. It wasn't me. It's another Frank. And whenever guys named Frank join the trade room, they end up getting support requests because everybody thinks they're me. So I apologize to him. As soon as I saw him join, I said, you're about to get a bunch of DMs of people asking questions, and I apologize.
Apologize in advance.
Yeah, it always happens.
Oh, and I want to add one more thing here too, guys. I don't know if people were paying attention or not, but technically speaking, even with the market being up the way it is right now, your NASDAQ is technically not pulse waving today. Markets are considered pulse waving when the price triggers get hit. If the price trigger is not hit, then the market is not pulse waving. The NASDAQ is not truly participating today, folks. It's up, and it's up, substantially. But so far, it is not participating. It is not pulse waving. Just wanted to throw that out there.
Important to note.
Yep.
So we got V. We're done.
All right, guys. With that being said, we're over and out. I'm going to take it away later.